until they see your face anyway. You know how motherfuckers be slick side age this shit. But let me get this one up a second. This is the broke from here. This is the one I won't go to, and won't start this like this here. Alright, boom, boom, we there, and we she gonna try to keep the kids. What interview I'm doing? Oh, besides the ones I do with myself here. But yeah, it's my first one. And my thing is, shit's simple because if you actually talking to a person on the phone, you talking to a person via FaceTime, same thing as doing a fucking interview. You know we on the rise and we can't even set this shit up properly here. But anyway, Salamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, as I always say. Today I'm having the honor of interviewing a beautiful queen. Where are you from again, babe?
I'm from out here in New Orleans, but raised in Kansas City. So
All right, KC Bound, you know we in the motherfucking building, but like I said, I'm honored, privileged to have a opportunity to do my first interview with a up and coming superstar, as I see it, as I believe it, from New Orleans, Kenneth Bound. LST underscore dope is her name, and I want her to actually introduce herself and, you know, give a little bio about herself to the community, to the fam, to the Facebook nation, to Instagram. We kind of on Facebook over here and Instagram over here. So if we look this way, then look that way, do not be alarmed. We are good. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. First,
don't do me.
LST dope, you heard me?
A lot of people think my ad name on Instagram is at first dope because the L lowercase, but it's really LST underscore dope. I'll be hating that. I try to capitalize the L, but Instagram won't let me capitalize it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's your girl LST. Everybody asks what that stands for. It stands for Lil Shorty Tanja. My first name Tanja, so I added Lil Shorty to it because everybody got like Lil. Like when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a rapper since I was a kid. And when I was growing up, it was Lil Wayne, Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo. I was like, I want to be different, so I had added Shorty to it. So Lil Shorty Tanja, and it's crazy because somebody had asked me a while ago, like, man, you know Lil and Short mean the same thing. I'm like, nah, whatever. I'm still calling myself Lil Shorty Tanja.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, Queen, before you go any further. If anybody is viewing this, if the volume is low, please put in the comments to add the volume up. If you can't hear the audio, please let me know so I don't look like an asshole after we done and I have no audio. I want LST to let up there and get her voice heard. I want her to be well spoken. I want her to be well heard first and foremost. But anyway, yeah, so we started off with the name Lil to Shorty and things of that nature. So, okay, how long have you been rapping?
Okay, so I've been rapping since a kid, like since 4 years old. I always wanted to be like a child star. Like I looked up to like Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, and stuff like that. I was a big fan of them, real big fan of Bow Wow. So I've been rapping since I was 4. Like when I was a little kid, I used to have this little play keyboard my mama bought me, and I used to have a karaoke machine. I used to hold the keyboard to the karaoke machine mic and rap like this and make little cassette tapes. Demos.
Gotcha. All right. So it started off as a young adolescent. Look, can you move a little forward? Because I want to make sure everything is recorded. And when you do lay up there and visualize this, look at it later, that you can sit back and be all the way happy with what you did. All right, so you say that you started off rapping as a youngster at the age of 4 years old. Beautiful. And did anybody boost you or support you as a youngster coming up?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, my uncle, he boosted me. Like, he told me I could be a rapper because he used to be a rapper back in his day. Yeah, my mama, I don't know, because my mama, I don't feel like I got her support. She bought me the equipment and helped me get the equipment so I would stay out the streets because I would always go ride my bike, skateboard, roller skate. I was always like an outside kid. And we lived in the hood though, so she didn't want me to like get caught up out there. So she would buy me like studio mics and a little computer mic I started off with, and so I could be inside. But she didn't really like support the music. She wanted me to be a nurse or something. So,
Okay. It's beautiful though. As long as you're being something, that should be all the thing that matters. I guess when parents look at the music industry, they see vulgarity, they see violence. Baby, can you please get them to be quiet? Thank you. They see vulgarity, they see violence, and they think of it in a negative sense. But one thing that actually caught me about you, your social media plays, your artistic endeavors that you do, you're different from other rap artists, from what I see, especially female rap artists, especially being from New Orleans. You know, bounce is our thing, our bilingual that we get down with. You don't necessarily rap about sex all the damn
Yeah,
time.
definitely, man. That's why I think it's gonna be hard for me to get in the industry because I'm like a positive rapper, but I rap about what's going on. But I don't want to over sexualize myself. Like I look up to people like Missy Elliott,
Gotcha,
Lauryn Hill.
gotcha.
So like, kudos to everybody who do it, but me, I'm different. I feel like it's gonna be harder for me to get in that way because like, people be telling me, man, you gotta come out there. Like I don't even curse. Like a lot of people may not know I don't curse. Like I say nigga, and I like instead of saying a B word, I say trick. Or I'll try to substitute the word or try to look for a bigger meaning. Like I like looking in the dictionary because I feel like a lot of people rhyme words with shit, bitch, ass, and I try to look
Yeah,
for a different word or make it more complex. So I
yeah.
don't know. I just that's just always been me.
That's beautiful though. Like looking at it in retrospect, I honestly believe like the rap game nowadays, as a female artist, first and foremost, like you know what I'm saying, as a female artist, you got to think about the image that you give out, the image that you portray. Like I actually was in, not to say relationships with a female artist, but I was liking on a female artist, and she was similar, like liking on me. So me listening to her lyrics, that described her sexuality. So I'm thinking she's just a common freak, just like me.
Right.
So I asked her one day in the DM, I'm like, "Is them fruits edible? The ones you always talk about?" You know what I'm saying? And she was,
Yeah,
her response was
offended.
quiet and you know what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
defensive. And I'm like, "But this is what you know
Right,
you
and
put on Front
and
Street."
that's what a lot of female rappers say because like even when Nicki first came out, she said she just rap about that. She said like she ain't out there smashing girls and all that, but when she first came out, people, she had that thing about being bi and whatever. But she said that's just how she rap, like she ain't out there hoeing or whatever. And I think Meg said that too, like she not actually doing the stuff. And that's what my people be trying to tell me. They're like, you ain't gotta be doing it, but you can just rap about it. But I'm like, man, I actually like to rap about the stuff I really do, like how I'm really living. But he was like, you could rap somebody else's story. Like my manager told me you could rap somebody else's story, and I agree with him on that because like you know how people tell stories in their rap
Yeah,
about like little
picture
girls that
painting.
been through stuff. So I do some stuff like that, but I don't know about the other stuff. I try to, because
Yeah.
I'm definitely versatile. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I heard Nicki Minaj actually say that too, and like Meg Thee Stallion. I love those females, I love those black queens, but it's no sugarcoating it. If you
Right.
don't rap about something, you know what I'm saying, if you're not living that, wouldn't that be called
Right.
fraudulent in the streets? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
my thing is, you have people that's gonna look up to you in the game. You know what
Definitely,
I mean?
and that's what I look at, like little girls, especially. Like I want to be an example for little girls.
What people gonna know your mother, but what they gonna know about your mother when you go to school? Or heard your mother got some whap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what your legacy should be about. But like I say, that's why I like the Queen here because she raps about things that's different. She's influential to me, and also that's the type of music that you can ride around with your kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like as a mother, as a father, you can't ride around with your kids bumping certain things. Although we do because as a black person,
Right.
we don't have too many options to choose from when it comes to quality
Right.
music.
And that's what a lot of people tell me with kids. They like, I can actually play your music in a car with my kid. Like I ain't gotta like get the clean version. Like I can
Yes.
actually play yours. I
Yes,
respect
it seems like you about making money, you know what I mean, living your life, being on a different level, and being blessed, So, like I said, that's why I chose you, asked you to come sit down and do an interview with me. I'm a nobody at the moment, but I'm a somebody to Allah, so that means I'm a somebody to a lot. You know what I mean? All praise be to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
Yeah,
I
you
want
gotta
to.
teach me about that. I don't know what you just
Most
said.
definitely,
It
I would
sounded
definitely.
good.
Alhamdulillah means all praise be to Allah, and it's 2020 and God has been completely obsolete outside of the picture of humanity. You know what I mean? Like we have
Right.
talents, like you know what I'm saying, and we just think that we self-sufficient. We think that we gave ourselves this talent, not recognizing where the talent actually come from.
God-given talent, bro.
But there was a rapper, I don't remember his name. I think YNB Osiris or something like that. He said
Why
that.
kill Cyrus?
Yeah, I heard this young man say that some of your gifts can be, thank you, because some of your gifts can be from the devil.
Right.
Because think about it, God give people a voice for many reasons, many purposes. You can sing in the right direction, or you can also sing in the wrong direction. Think about our music and our time frame from prior generations. Bring it back to the 1980s. Do you have any artists right now that can bring you back like Tony Braxton? Can make you feel how Tony Braxton used to make your mama feel, my mama feel.
Not right now.
How Whitney Houston used to make your mama feel, my mama feel.
Right.
We don't have artists like that. So that talent that gave our community
is slowly but surely decreasing. You know what I mean? That talent is getting swiped out, and the devil is taking over that talent. So that gift is now becoming our curse. In the rap game, even Tupac, a legend like Tupac, who used to rap about Bloods and Crips fighting and killing, he also had a positive message, but he had to give a negative message out to please the people in their ear. You know what I'm saying? So it's not common to see artists like LST Dope _ Dope. It's not common to see artists like me speaking the poetry that I speak, because nowadays,
I respect that poetry, man. It's dope.
I surely appreciate that, Queen.
What you like about my poetry?
Yeah, man, like, I love poetry. That's one thing I love. Like, I always wanted to dabble in poetry, but I feel like a lot of people that go from poetry, they go to rap, which I respect that, but I love poetry. Like, I like how you get serious, you confidence, be with it, like you really be speaking.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I mean, like I said, God gave me that gift, that talent. I'm
And
trying
I
not to
didn't
make
even know
it a
you do
curse.
poetry at first. I thought you was a rapper, and then when I seen that, I was like, okay.
I hear that a lot. Honestly, I hear that I should rap more often. What's that? Cuzzo 2600. I should rap more often. And my thing is, when I try to rap, you know what I'm saying? Just spit a freestyle. If anybody can spit a freestyle as a rapper, what is gonna come back to? You rapping about killing somebody, or you rap about shooting somebody? And that ain't the image that I am. That's the image that I portrayed before years ago. And I'm still by my business 10 toes down. But hey, it's not the topic of discussion. But that's why I necessarily don't rap. You know what I mean? But furthermore, like I wouldn't mind getting into rapping. Like me and my brother, we have a collab on something that's titled Pain, when I'm spitting a freestyle. And I was saying, what I had said on the freestyle, I was saying, this depression, this anxiety be fucking with me, these bills be fucking with me, and it feel like the dark cloud. After I ran my poetry, he came on that bitch, pain, too much for one reel. It's like a rap, poetry, spoken word combined. You know what I'm saying? Like me and you could get in the lab together, and I can throw words on top of beat, and you could come through what you come through with. But not to digress from what I wanted to ask you, have you ever dropped a mixtape or album yet?
Oh yeah, definitely. I dropped 2 mixtapes. One was when I first graduated from school. That was back in 2012. I had dropped the.
Hold on. What school? What school did you?
Oh,
what schools
man.
did you
I
go?
went out here at Metairie to cause my district was Kansas City, but my grandma had a house in Metairie, Gowers Hustle, and I went to schools out there. So I went to East Jefferson High School.
I went to Egypt.
Not too far.
I went to
When you
Egypt.
graduated?
I got kicked off a fight.
Oh, man. I remember you.
I was punching on them little bitches. Yeah, they know me.
I graduated in 2012, dude, and I had dropped a mixtape that was called Before I Graduate.
So you dropped a mixtape in high school?
Yeah. Before, I always wanted to be a rapper. Always. My first song I did, Pink and Purple, I think I was in the 10th grade. Like, that's not the first song I did, but that's the first song I put out.
Let me hear some of it.
It was the Black and Yellow remix.
Let me hear some of it.
It was whack though. It wasn't whack, but I had a high pitched voice. It was like, you know what it is. Everything I do, pink and purple, pink and purple.
Yeah.
Black and Yellow remix. It was childish. But
Okay.
that's the first mixtape I dropped. Then I dropped a mixtape, I think 2016, 2017 on my birthday. DJ Hectic had hosted it. It was called Before the Summer Ends.
Before the summer
Yeah,
ends?
that's the last mixtape I dropped right now. I've just been working on singles and stuff. I'm thinking about dropping a little EP or another mixtape called NMLST Trick, because that's what I say at the beginning of all my songs. I'd be like, LST Trick. So that's going to be like my most anticipated mixtape. I'll probably think about dropping.
Okay. Like how soon?
I don't know. Might be the top of the year, 2021. Me and my best friend Shaq was just talking about that. So it might be the top of the year.
Oh, inshallah, baby. We always say, you know what I'm saying, as God believes in the individual, when we set to and do an endeavor, we say inshallah. We say God willing, because nothing gonna happen except if you ask for the permission of the will of God. Ain't nothing gonna happen except a leaf ain't gonna fall off that tree without God's permission.
Definitely,
You
and
know
that's
what
so
I'm saying?
crazy because before I dropped my freestyle to Sweetie, my type, I told God, I was like, I pray that she see it. You know what? And I spoke to the sister, I was like, I know she will see it. And sure enough, man, after people that tagged her, thank you very much that tagged her, she saw it, she commented, and she reposted
Who is
it.
that again?
Sweetie, the one that's go with
Sweetie.
Quavo. She said she got that song, My Type. Nigga, that's my type. And she had the
Oh,
song, Ice.
8 figures, 8 figures. That's my time. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. She reposted your
Yeah,
shit?
she reposted it.
Oh, that's one thing I wanted to tell y'all too. She got a freestyle. What that is? It's what's the name of that freestyle?
My type, and I also got another one.
The other
I
one.
just did. We paid till a baby.
Yeah, we paid. I actually shared that in my story, and y'all make sure y'all repost that for her. I mean, my thing is like this to the people that's watching or viewing that may view later on. If we not supporting one another, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? There's too much money out there that these white people giving away. And one thing as a black individual, they only gonna give it to us if we dribbling the fucking basketball, if we throwing the football, or if we rapping and singing or doing poetry, or acting. This is the only way that they want us to live up there. They have a design for us to live up there and be an artist or a sports player to live up there and get somewhere in life. You know what I mean? Some people, we have brilliant minds, we become doctors, lawyers, but if we from our bad neighborhoods, didn't have a father figure, most 9 out of times out of 10, we gonna try to be a rapper or a sports player, things of that nature. So support our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? LST dope.
Yeah, at LST dope.
You know, that make sure we support the queen there. Like I said, she prayed that what's her name lay up there and see it, that happened, and that girl laid up there and supported. But the crazy thing is, it takes for a stranger to support you.
Right.
Anybody that's know us, you know, we family, we all local, New Orleans, Kansas City, Metairie, you know what I'm saying? Help us, each one teach one, men sharpen men like iron sharpen iron. I also wanted to dip and dab, tell her, step out on faith. I will to it, baby, that's my people, right, that's my family. She will do that, love. Thank you for your encouragement, your motivation, and inspiration. But also dive into a little more, do you have kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
How old are you?
I just turned 26 in August 16th.
So you're just completely focused.
Yeah, completely focused on work 2 jobs. I'm full-time.
Well, you're working at, if you don't
student.
want to put that on, it's okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
But I do go to school. I go to SUNO. So,
So they can find you at school if they want
yeah,
you.
at SUNO.
Alright, what you studying?
And I'm studying business marketing. I really want to go to school for like audio engineering, music, because that's what I went to NOCA for. If y'all ever heard of New Orleans Creative Center of Arts, I went there in high school. So that's what I went to NOCA for. But
NOCA?
school, it's called New Orleans Creative Center of Arts. It's a performing arts school in New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went there for media arts, film, and music. But the schools that they wanted to send me to was out of state. And my mom didn't want me to go out of state. You know how that goes. So I stayed out here. But I really want to go to Loyola because they got a good music program. But you know, it's a private school. It's hella expensive. So I was just trying to see if it would work out. And
You have a lot of things planned in the store, and I can tell you one thing, love. It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen due to the fact that you devoted. It sounds like you got your mind right. You're 26 years of age, and your line, well, you really ain't even making it to your line. Your line is really when you hit your 30s. You know, you're like young ass. Your young ass probably wouldn't know nothing about
what
that.
do you is?
What do you think I am?
Like 27, 28?
Yeah, baby. Nah, I'm 31, baby. What's that, brother? I'm 31. Yeah, I just got a young
30
man.
to new 20 though.
Yeah, I just got a young man vibe. You know, I get that from my pa. He 56, think he 20. Yeah, I'm crazy ass. But anyway, I wanted to dip and dab and ask you this. I wanted to know your highest point of your career so far.
Highest point so far. What I did? I did a tour in Atlanta, like a four city tour. Highest point probably would be Sweetie posted me. Like I never got posted by artists. Like she got 7.1 million followers.
Wow.
So I had so much traffic coming to my video. Like I had like over 8,000 views in one day. Now I think it's like over 10K. And I dropped the video a couple of days ago, so y'all definitely go on my page and see it. But yeah, that's like the highest one.
Beautiful, beautiful. To have somebody that has 7 point something million
Right,
views
and
actually
then,
share your stuff, that's great.
I dropped the We Paid freestyle. 42 Doug saw it. He came in my views, so he saw it too, and he got 1.1 million freestyle. I mean 1.1 million followers. So I think.
Wait, you say he liked it?
Yeah, he saw it.
And liked the post?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy, yo. That's dope. I mean, you like this close.
Right, gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent and stay with it.
Sure.
That's one thing about Instagram and Facebook, things of that nature. Your social media, they really want to see you daily. Because if they don't see you daily,
Right, yeah,
they
man,
just wait for you to do this.
I'm just like, man, drop a freestyle every day. I'm like, man, now you know what all on my plate, I can't drop one every day. I say, but I'll try to drop one once a week. That way I build up momentum and they'll see me. Be like, well, put out skits or something. Just keep shoving them with stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
I had a major highlight within my career. It started off quickly. Like I would drop a spoken word on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And within 3 days, I have over 1,000 views. I'm climbing into something called depression. Just hit my ass.
Man,
and just
that's
shook
how it
me
be,
all the
bruh.
way off the
That's how
fucking
it
map.
be,
you
man.
know?
That's how it was for me around Corona time. Like my manager, he really wanted me to get up on because TikTok was blowing up. He's like, man, where you at? You want to get up TikTok? I'm like, man, that's a depressing time. I wasn't working. I'm like, I was just balled up on the couch, eating and gaining weight. Like it just wasn't a happy time for me. People was dying. One of the studios that I used to go record by, he had died out from coronavirus. So I just like, man,
So-
not happy. I'm not about to be up here doing TikToks and stuff. And he was
So-
on my.
That would be your lowest point, like Corona
well,
season.
yeah, not my lowest point. I done been through way more stuff than that.
Oh, you want to elaborate, or that's too personal?
Oh
to
no,
go into?
definitely. Like I.
Oh, let me state it before you go. I think the people that know me on here knows I advocate for positivity, Black Lives Matter, and I also advocate for mental health issues. That's my main thing, especially as an artist, because you got to think about it. When God gives you a blessing like LST dope has, when God gives me a blessing that people say that I have, you got to think about it. The devil wants the strongest of God's servants. You know what I'm saying? He don't want the weak ones. You know what I mean? Because he basically got them already raptured and captured under his hand in his spider's web. So the devil constantly, consistently comes at you and comes at your neck. Hey, comes at your neck. And being in the game, especially at the state where we trying to make it, he's at us 24/8 if it's possible. But if you wanted to share your
But yeah,
your
I
battles.
guess like my deepest depression was after I got out of high school. Like, you know, when you be in as a kid in high school, you don't really know. Like, you think everything gonna go your way. But I suffered with depression in high school too, like senior and junior year. But like I thought like rapping was gonna come. Like I thought like I dropped a big hit and I'm just gonna get signed. So when I graduated, I'm paying bills. I was 19 and I moved on my house, had my own apartment. I'm paying bills, paying car note, and the depression just hit me because I'm like, man, it's not coming fast enough with this music. Like I'm not where I want to be. What's going on? I had dropped a big single. It was doing good. It was doing okay, but it wasn't getting that recognition. So I'm like, oh, they about to sign me,
Mhm.
and I just was going through stuff. I had a bad relationship too, so I was just hella depressed. I wasn't consistent. I thought this one single was gonna push me. I
Mhm.
wasn't out here dropping music like how I should be.
You were stuck on that one
Yeah,
beat.
man, I was tripping. Now that I know when I go to dance, like, no, you gotta keep going. You gotta have them like spinning, and then like you know that one that you least thought that wasn't gonna pop, that'll be the one that pops.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
Most definitely. That's where I was at with it too. Like I was telling you, my Facebook views was the most one I had was 1,800, and that was I had one video or visual that I made. It hit for 2,000 views, so I was just like feeling like I was about to get over that hump.
Right.
And at one point in time, I was stuck on one beat so goddamn bad. I kind of was forcing people to like share my shit. Like if you wasn't gonna share my shit, I block your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it really was. You know, and I wasn't really putting on for Islam like I should have been, because mentally in my mind, I know my work, and it's real big because when you put so much into something and you dropping it and that energy don't precipitate towards you or come back to you, it will put you in a state of misery.
Right,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
how I am, man. Like I would tell my manager all the time, like I'm, because I edit my own videos, I direct my own videos, and I'm sitting here
Okay.
putting all my work into this video, and then
I seen
you
Jolly
only
Ranch
get-
on
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
girl.
Then you only get 300-400 views. You like, oh no, I'm getting pissed, man.
And
You
mainly the reason is it's not really the artist, it's more of the support thing, you know what I mean? Like my thing is Meek Mill made a statement today and said, don't put me last and then expect me to don't put me last and I'll be the first person to be there for you. All right, it got 30 million shares, you know what I'm saying? LST_Dorkman said, get one like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is, one of my sayings is, you're not going to pop on social media until somebody's popping on social media makes you pop. You're not going to be loved on social media until somebody that is loved on social media shows you love on social media.
Right.
And it ain't that way with me. Like, if I see something that I like, I double tap. If I see something that I want to repost, I repost it. If I see an artist trying to do their thing, it's motivating, inspiring me, I post it. One of the toughest struggles for me is like being this close to somebody on a daily basis, and this person see, let's say LST_Dorkman, let's say she got 3 kids. I see her grinding, and picture me not supporting, but I'm this fucking close to her.
That's crazy.
Man, and that's why you fall out with a lot of people.
Oh, brother. You know, your day ones, they'll buy tickets to Lil Wayne, Beyonce, and you got like $10 shows, and they don't even show up.
While they just made a post, he said all my niggas share everybody else shit but mine.
Well,
This is a millionaire
Right.
telling you the real. That's
Wale
honestly
serious,
just
bro.
how it is. You heard
They
me?
don't like why he be in his feelings, but he
Ah.
really telling the truth.
He a
It
poet.
is what it is.
He a poet. He a poet. All right, I will call you, inshallah. I definitely will call you. So we dip and dab when we spoke about LST_dope. Her career, how it started off, East Jefferson High School. She had a hit. You know what I mean? We talked about her highs by being shared by a person that had 7.1 million views on
Yeah, shout out to
IG.
Sweetie, by the way.
Yeah, we also spoke about my cousin had just messed me up. Hold on, cousin. I'm gonna get with you, baby. We spoke about 42 Doug actually liking her post, her freestyle. You know what I mean? We spoke about our highs, our lows. We spoke about mental depression, also mental awareness. I wanted to ask you. I wrote a couple of things down. I ain't gonna lie.
That you well prepared.
Who is your favorite local artist at this time?
Favorite local artist probably D1.
D1?
And shout out 3D19.
I like D3D. 3D be in her own lane. I heard she did a song with she made a song for Nicki Minaj. Huh?
Oh no, Cardi B.
Cardi B. Yeah, I seen that.
She had wrote a song with Cardi B. She a dope songwriter, and I love like her. Remember we was talking about storytelling earlier. I love how she had storytelling for. I don't know if you've heard a song called Maria, and
No.
she had like a video for it. It was dope, and I like how she like got her own studio. But that's how I am. Like I be in my own in-house studio. She said she direct her own videos, and like she made her own fans, but she wasn't like showing ass or nothing on there. She was actually giving business tips.
Yeah.
So people thought that was smart. Like she was actually giving you like an insight to the business.
Who was this? 3D or the other one? 3D. Who was the other artist you was speaking?
D1. He a positive rapper. He made it. He ain't got signed to what you call it? Start with an R. RCA. I don't know if he's still with them, but he called
Okay.
D1.
Alright,
You
my
from New
favorite
Orleans?
my favorite artist probably in the game at this time, local artists. I like Ali Earhart. You know who that is?
Yeah.
I fools with him. I fools with him.
What's his name? I forgot his name, but I did a show.
Open mic show. He do a lot of open
Yeah,
mics.
it was with the dude. what's the dude
Makita Lynch. She from I cannot believe she like D1. I never heard of D1. That's a male.
Yeah, he got a song called You Stupid Fool. You gotta look up D1.
I gotta check him out. But Ali Earhart, he a good, humble individual. They got other artists that I like. I wouldn't name
With
tag
Successful
them.
5, yeah, I did a show with him with Successful 5.
Okay. Alright, let me see what else do I have. I wrote a nice little list down for the queen. I came prepared, Jeremy. You say you have no kids.
No kids.
You want kids?
I do want kids eventually, but I really want to get in my bag with this music before I have kids.
Okay. So you're single?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I'm talking to somebody.
You in an entanglement?
No, I don't think about. I
Well,
don't take
all right,
I'm
so-
talking to somebody, but I'm single, so.
Alright, y'all hear that? Huh? All the males actually viewing LST_dope. Take a shot, yeah. When she says she's single, but she in the bag. So if you willing to put in that bag, I'm pretty sure she willing to fuck with you.
For real.
Alright, so we spoke about the schools you went to. You went to East Jefferson High School, put on for the Warriors. I went there too. Knocked a couple of people out from better up in there. Let me stop playing. I got beat up in EJ. Alright, we spoke about her being in school as of now for business management, things of that nature, which is beautiful. One mixtape so far that she have dropped. She's coming out with 1, 2. Inshallah, this is the year 2020 was our pops. 21, she'll be dropping that mixtape. What it's called again?
And I'm LST Tree.
I love it. Treat. Whatever that came with that. That's my dad right there. He said good work. He in the back room, being a big old hole like he is. And stuff like. Hey, in the back room, check it. That's my best friend, man. I've been styling him forever. Yeah. Your favorite local artist is D1 and also 3D Nati. Man, look her up. She really put on for the city. That's right. Career first, kids later. She's focused. Damn right, she focused. She only 26 years old, yeah, but she's still drinking baby milk. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is a major question that I wanted to ask you too. I say this last but not least. Do you have any community goals?
Definitely. I definitely want to get back to the community. Definitely want to get back to New Orleans. I want to build something like even before.
Don't build us no skating ring.
Right.
And we don't want turkeys on fucking Thanksgiving. Right? Don't do that to us.
They down bad when we
Yeah,
And they shot it up.
under the goddamn bridge. Like who the hell goes back
They
there,
shot
man?
it up. Wait, that's not that same one in by Dillon, huh?
On
I be
Paris
going to that
Avenue.
one.
No, it's on Gentilly. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're going by the tracks or by the
Yeah, but
bullshit
they
ass
said he
people.
had built one in the Ninth Ward, like a big
I heard,
one.
yeah, I heard it.
that one
Yeah, I never
got-
seen that.
one
But
got
like I said, we
shut
do
down.
not want no turkeys on Thanksgiving like Birdman. They scary ass dude. Wait, let me take that back. I don't want this Birdman. He might get me killed. But anyway, we do
Shout out
not want no.
Birdman.
Shout out Birdman. But anyway, tag Birdman up in there and tell him we don't want no more turkeys, man. Tell him Wayne we don't want no more skateboards neither. We want community goals. We want old school. We want a historian, black historian library. That's what our community needs. What do you want to bring in store for us?
Yeah, I want to build like something like before I even get famous, like I want like a non-profit dance organization to get like kids that's out in the street that like dancing. Cause we have a lot of street dancers. We do a lot of dancing out here, like bounce music, all that, shoulder hustling. But people like stop doing it because they get into the streets. That's what I noticed when growing
Definitely.
up. So I definitely want to build like a center for kids to come dance and express themselves artistically and get
It's
out
a
the
non-profit.
streets.
That would be so fucking
definitely.
good. You know how many mothers would love that? Then you have like employees that it's like an after daycare too. So the kids can get off of school, unwind. When the mom and them come pick them up, they be ready to go to sleep.
Right, for sure.
You know, get their homework done and things of that nature. I miss that. Like when I was staying in the New Orleans East Apartments, the Willows and the Lake One East Apartments, we had something that they call clubhouses. For after we got out of school, we go to the clubhouse. We have snowballs and things of the nature. We could play on the game and the kids all. It felt so good just to be amongst that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that anymore. And like I said, most of our artists who we fund till they blow up, when they do make it, all they do is give us a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Throw the threes up.
Yeah,
I need to contact
that's
Master P.
what it
Matter of
was.
fact, tag Master P so you can see that. Master P, he gives back to the community. Romeo, he gives back to the community. I think Romeo is a college funder or something like that.
Yeah,
A lower college funder. But like I say, me and LST Dope, we on the path of making it, trying to make it, and we wish that we can give back to the community properly. Like I said, I have 4 kids. You know what I mean? She doesn't have any. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna marry her and. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're gonna have some kids, but she's a beautiful individual. This is a queen that I'm sitting around. I'm honored to be around this queen, to be amongst this queen. It's a beautiful vibe, a beautiful setting.
And shout out to the great fathers out there. I feel like great black fathers don't get enough attention. Shout out to y'all.
Yes, most definitely. But we spoke about community goals. We talked about bringing back to the community, putting performance art schools within the community. I spoke about tagging Birdman, tagging Master P to put Black History Library out here. Yes, she would love for you to support her dream. Once again, on Instagram, cuz I don't know if you have an Instagram, you hear me?
Yeah, LST_dope.
LST_dope
But check me out on
is her
YouTube
name.
too. YouTube LSTTV1. That's with 2 T's. That's LSTTV1. I got a lot of stuff on there.
TV1.
And tag my Facebook page. Just add Lil Shorty Tanja.
You
can
tagged
like
in
that.
you tagged in the Facebook
Okay,
post
for
and
sure.
also in the Instagram post. My YouTube is
Yeah,
also
support this young people.
up there, and today I spoke about the Saints. You know, I'm always thank you, love. That's all we do is promote positivity and peace. And matter of fact, Makita, I would love to have you in. I know that you got your own little line of business going on. She's a beautiful queen too. Make sure you follow her. She makes. I met her in Walmart, and she had a cart with like 100 fucking bottles in the cart. So I look back, I had my badass son on me. I'm like, fuck, you about to go drink or something? She like, no, I'm about to. And then the way she spoke about it, I could just hear her soul just like so happy about what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you don't even know Makita. I was so depressed at that time, love. You was lucky I was even talking to you at that time. I was so fucking depressed. But I thank God for allowing me to meet you. That's a beautiful queen. You know what I'm saying? But we spoke about giving back to our community. We asked Birdman and Master P if y'all can tag them, please do so. Tell them we want a Black History Library. Tell them we want a Black school, just like LeBron James gave to Akron. May Allah be pleased with that, brother. And infused fruit water. That's what she was making. That's what she makes, as a matter of fact. But yeah, we spoke about future goals, and you know, your future goal. No, I didn't ask you. Your future goal is to make it in the rap industry, right?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
anything else besides that?
Let's be able to get back, be more spiritually connected to God, and you know, just be blessed, and so that I can help bless others. I'm
Okay.
blessed now, but I want to be like financially blessed.
Yeah, definitely. Your form of religion is Catholic, Christian.
Right now I'm just a spiritual person.
That's
I
beautiful.
believe in
That's
God.
you got to think about it. Back in the times, you know what I'm saying. Before we had a book, before we had a Quran, before we had a prophet, before we had any form of religion, all we had was what to rely on, God. And the pyramids and the hieroglyphs, all we see is symbols showing us a direction to God. You know what I'm saying? So we do not get distracted, segregated by a set religion. When I say I'm Muslim, that's my cousin. Look. She supporting everybody. She love this. Did she sign with anybody? At the moment, she just signed with God. But we trying to get her signed. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share this video so people can see it and she gets signed. Damn, what I was saying? I was speaking about religion.
Yeah.
Muslim mean one who submits to God. Christian mean one who walks like Christ. We get caught up in the name and not the meaning. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing. You do the same thing. I try my best to walk Christ-like. She tries her best to be in the submission of God. You know what I'm saying? So we try not to get caught up. Hey, baby, you all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get high.
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing, baby. Have your business. I'm just checking on you. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that, baby. That means a lot to me, real talk. But like I said, we get caught up in the titles and the religions and the things of that nature. But as long as we believe in something, we are Kayats and Umats and Umats and Wyatts, which means one community, best community. That's black individuals. Me and LST Dope, you know what I'm saying? We are one, and we trying to bring back, you know, what we had before when our parents used to have Sunday dinners and things of that nature. We used to have luau's. Block parties was block parties without people getting shot up and busted up and things of that nature. We want to bring those things back. In religion, we accept all forms of gender, other, homosexual, heterosexual. I don't give a damn what you are. You're cool with me. I got a couple of friends that's gay. They know how I get down and they know I don't play that shit. But hey, you're my brother. You know, thank you. I inbox you my flavors. Okay, preach. I'll pray be told us about that. We went over her personal life. She has no kids. She has 2 jobs. She's in school. Imagine having 2 jobs and being in school and nobody's supporting that. Everybody's supposed to be supporting that. But we spoke about the albums and the mixtapes. Her influence was Missy Elliott and things of that nature. She is not a Meg Thee Stallion. She is not a Nicki Minaj. She's a queen. Her age is 26. She's from New Orleans, Louisiana, Kansas City. She's had a nice upbringing, and rapping has been her thing since 4 years old. She went to East Jefferson High School where she made her first hit, Purple and Pink. You hear me? But this is the artist LST_Dope. You just met the individual Tangi, right? Tanja, you just met the individual. Now you know the artist. So make sure you follow her, support her. Make sure y'all support this video, share this video, speak about this video, because this is not going to be the last time me and her get together. And all I gotta say is thank y'all for viewing. We had a nice view on Instagram and also Facebook. But that is it for the day. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Salawatu wa salamu ala nabiyyin. I'll give y'all the description of what that means some other time. I just made a prayer for me and for you. You know? That's all I can say right now. But thank y'all so much. Don't forget to comment, share. Thank you, Maquita, so much. We got one person to share. We need other people to share and keep this positivity, this momentum flowing. Thank y'all so much. Assalamu alaikum. All right, we end that one. We end this one. Yeah, my Facebook, they be into like 14 views already.
Okay.
Damn, 27 comments.